Hello and welcome back to the Games Kingdom. My name's Carl King. Today we're going to be having a look at some sets of RPG and normal standard D6 dice. These have been kindly sent to me by a company called WD Gifts. They do have a website which I'll be giving you the address of later in the video, but basically they've sent me these items to review to show you guys on camera. And then if you're interested, you can have a visit on their website, whether you're an individual or a business looking to extend your range of dice. These could be the guys for you. So let's start off. As I say, it's a new company as far as I'm concerned. I'd never heard of them before, but I saw an advert on Facebook and sort of contacted them. And yeah, so let's fire away with the review. So the first set we have is this nice sort of translucent clear RPG dice set. We've got standard fare of a D4, a D6, a D8, a D10, D12, D20, and a nice touch on most of the sets that I've got here is a sort of increment of 10s, a nice D100. These are quite useful, especially in certain games, things like RPGs, like Alien. Sometimes you do have to roll a D100, so you can use that and a 10, and then you get that for your, so if you roll that, that would be 20, and then you roll your next dice, and it would go from 1 to 9 or whatever, and then you would then have your result. So that's the first set, the yellow set. We've then got a marbleized set here. This one unfortunately hasn't got a D4 in it, but you can see that there's a nice sort of pattern to these and nice clear numbers again. There is a D100 in this, but as I say, unfortunately no D4 in that one. Then we've got what I call a sort of marbleized sort of glitter effect. Again, this is a full set of dice here with the 6, the 4 and such like as earlier. But yeah, they're all very nicely weighted, good solid dice, nice even roll. They sit nicely in the tray, you know, so they've been well cast and well made. We have a second sort of marbleized set here. This one does have the 4. Again, a nice sort of design on these, lots of different sort of designs that they have on their website. And again, we've got some here. We are missing another one of the dice here, but we do have the D4 in this one. I think it's potentially the D10 that we might be missing, but I'll have to just check through that one at a later stage. But yeah, another nicely weighted set, and nice sort of mix of colour there. Then we've got another translucent set, and this is one of my favourites out of the sets that I've been sent to review. Nice clear white numbers, again a nice roll to them, all sitting nice and sort of straight in the tray. A good feel to them again, as I say. You know, they all roll very nicely. As you can see here, they're very clear in the tray, very clear and easy to read. Another full set there. This set is a glow-in-the-dark set. I've not been able to check that out as yet, but I have been assured that they are a proper glow-in-the-dark set of dice, which again, if you're playing a horror RPG based game, things like Alien or others of that ilk, they could be quite nice if you've got sort of the lights dimmed down and the group sort of working in that sort of environment around the table. These would be nice and sort of glowy in the darkness. So yeah, but again, a nicely made, nicely cast set, nicely readable numbers. And then we have what I think is my favourite of the sets that I was sent, a sort of tiny version of all of them. So again, you know, if you've got limited space, or you know, just a small sort of container that you're taking around with a few bits and pieces in for your game, they would fit in nicely. But also with these, I think they would work well as wound markers on certain sort of skirmish games like Saga, Burrows and Badgers, Bolt Action, that sort of thing. You could potentially buy groups of these, not necessarily in a full set, but if you could get your hands on, say, maybe sort of some D10s or T12s as a set, you could use those as wound markers for your units, and then just adjust the numbers as you're going along, or for individual figures in the case of things like boroughs and badgers. So you could use those, as I say, as wound tokens as well. That's quite nice. Then we have the last of the RPG sets that I've been sent. These ones here again are sort of a semi-marbleized, sort of almost metallic stony effect, depending on how you look at them and the light, how it shines on them. But again, nice roll and feel to them, nice clear numbering. Again, you know, a nice D100 in there, and yeah, again, like the others, a very nice set of role-playing dice. They've also sent me a smattering of D6. As you can see, some of these here have got blank faces, some have got symbols on, so they would be for a specific game, I assume. Then you've got ones where they have a symbol on the 1 and the 6. We've got that same markings and setup here on this as we have on that one. We do have some just standard fare 1 to 6 dice. As I say, some of them are just your normal everyday 1 to 6 dice. That one's got a sort of a face of a cat. We've got some, again, sort of like a marbleized effect on some of them, and as I say, some of them do have individual symbols. So you've got the 1 there, and the 6 has got like a hit symbol. So if you're rolling in games like bolt action, again, you know, if you're rolling for things like artillery, you can roll those, and that would determine the point of entry for things like that. And they also do blank dice. So this is a rather large D8. So you can buy these, you could put stickers on them if you're making and designing your own games, or you want to have a bit of a different sort of theme to your dice. Then you could buy these and sort of mark them up yourselves. You could potentially paint on them, you could engrave on them if you've got things like Dremels or stuff like that. I'm sure you'd be able to very carefully do things like that, but maybe the best thing to do initially would just put some little stickers on, and you've got your own bespoke dice. So there we have it, quite a few sets there from this particular company. As I say, they are on Facebook, and they do have a website, and they are www.wdgifts.com. That's www.wdgifts.com. As I say, check them out. They have a Facebook page where you can have a look at what they do. I think there is also a link on there to their website, but that is the website address if you just want to go straight to the website and have a look round. And as I say, I'm pretty certain that they would sell to you whether you're an individual and or a business, if you're looking to extend your range or ranges of dice that you offer through your business or your shop, or want to sort of get in contact with them for larger orders if you go to shows and conventions and you are a dice stockist. So as I say, they are a very nice range of dice, and so you pretty much your standard sort of RPG sets, these ones, but have a check out on their website and see if there's anything there that sort of tickles your fancy for any of the games and systems that you play that are dice based. So until then, we'll see you again with another video. Bye for now.